I'm Andre Huey and welcome to this edition of the SKN Newsline Newscast. Tourism Minister Lindsey Grant says he expects the issues at Port Zante with the dispatching of taxis will be resolved in 10 days. The minister did a walkthrough of Port Zante on Wednesday morning, greeting some of the tourists and speaking to taxi drivers about their concerns. More in this report. Within 10 days, that is the time frame Tourism Minister Lindsey Grant is looking at for a resolution to the taxi dispatching problems at Port Zante. The minister did a walkthrough of Port Zante on Wednesday morning, where he spoke briefly with some tourists and listened to concerns from taxi drivers.
But you must able to give somebody who dispatching.
That is why we're saying then stick to one government. Yeah, make sure they get work.
One gather can't help the majority of the people. It's a bad idea. As a matter of fact, I think that when it's busy, you need more than one dispatching point.
The problem has always been from your fraternity, unless it changes now. Your problem has always been from your fraternity, unless it changes now, that the system was unfair because the persons who are gathering and the presidents were taking the best of the work. That is what you guys said. Hold on. If that has changed, well, tell me. Now we've changed the system.
You would have
based upon what you said you
would have listened to 10 to 12, 15 people.
He said the issues the taxi drivers have are being addressed and were discussed for several days, culminating
understandings. And the understandings would be that on any given day when a ship is in, we would have one taxi president within this area along with up to 3 gatherers, depending on the number of passengers on any particular day. It was agreed also that there would be no carryover of jobs given to either the president or the gatherers on any particular day. And they would have left there with that understanding and to sign the document to that effect. It appears now that there is some misgiving on the part of the taxi presidents to sign the document because they want to make sure that if one of their gatherers do not get a job on any particular day, that job goes to the following day. So that's a disagreement there. We've basically said to them, we suggest that they go back to their membership and if their membership, and to determine what their membership want exactly. And once that has been decided between the majority of the taxi fraternity, then we will determine what exactly would be the final document.
The minister, however, cautioned taxi drivers that despite the increase in arrival of cruise ships, the ships are coming with less passengers due to COVID restrictions, and this will impact the taxi business.
I think one thing that must be noted is that the ships are coming in their numbers for November 32, for December 58. However, the ships are not coming at full capacity. The ships are coming anywhere between 40 and 60% capacity. So, there is not that large volume of work as we start to rebuild the tourism sector. But we are fortified in the fact that we are ensuring that each and every single taxi driver, taxi operator gets work. And that's our aim, and that is our aim, to make sure that that happens. Of course, we're going to have some disgruntlement, but we have to understand that we are in a phased process. And so we expect to get gradually better as the weeks and the months go on.
Meanwhile, the minister gave an assessment of activity at Port Zante.
So to speak, it's really a bustle here this morning. The passengers who have spoken with are delighted. Spoken to persons from Philadelphia just a while ago, spoke to some from Boston, and they're excited to be here. Indicated to them that our vaccination rate is one of the highest in the region, so they were in a safe country. They were happy to hear that, and I think they're all excited that they have gotten a multiplicity of tours available here in St. Kitts and Nevis now for them to be able to choose which particular one they would wish to go on.
Minister Grant said about 130 taxi drivers are travel approved to provide taxi services at Port Zante. Andre Huey, SKN Newsline. 2 top carnival shows get indoor presentations for the 50th anniversary of the National Carnival, offering the audience to get elegantly dressed for the occasion. SK Newsline's Glenn Bart reports.
Elegance is returning to two of the most popular carnival shows as these shows are taken indoors for the first time. Chairperson Shannon Hawley encouraged persons to dress up for the occasions while promising top quality in production and experience. Hawley indicated that participants in all of the carnival shows are committed also to delivering quality in spite of the restrictions related to the COVID-19 pandemic.
We've heard a number of artists who have already released their songs, and MJ will speak more of that a little later. The Soca Monarch, as Val said, is back with a bang, and we're really looking forward to that competition later down in December. We then have our Bubble Juve, which has been the talk of the town over the past few weeks, and we'll get into more detail of our Bubble Juve. It essentially is a Juve experience being hosted in a enclosed, controlled venue, and that experience is open to 75% capacity of the venue for vaccinated individuals only. So we're really looking forward to the Bubble Juve because it's bringing back that typical Juve experience just in a different format. After the Bubble Juve, we have the highly anticipated National Carnival Queen competition, and that competition, which you'll hear more of later, will be hosted at the Marriott Dome. We have two competitions being held at the Marriott Event Center, which are the swimwear competition and the National Carnival Queen competition. Those events are being held specifically at the Marriott Event Center, or Dome as many people call it, because of the fact that for so many years the audience has complained about not being able to really dress up and enter into a venue that is enclosed. Unfortunately, we don't have a large enough enclosed venue other than the Marriott Dome to host this event. And we therefore will make both events gala-type, elegant events for the general public to come and witness the amazing contestants for both the swimwear competition and the National Carnival Queen competition this year. As you know, the competitions are back, the pageants are back.
The 2021 50th anniversary of the National Carnival is taking place as some COVID-19 related restrictions are being relaxed. Glenn Bart reporting for SK Newsline.
More Carnival news when we return. If you're looking for a one-stop shop for all your electronics, you only have two stores to choose from: Island Electronics on 4th Street, Bastaire, and Smart Electronics